What's up, y'all? It's your girl T. Louise, and you are tuned in to Twisted Twenties. Today's podcast episode is sponsored by my company, The Major Comeback. We specialize in apparel dedicated to giving yourself a major comeback in every aspect of your life. And you can check out some of our merch at themajorcomeback.com. What is up, y'all? What is up? Oh my goodness. We are back for season 4 of Twisted Twenties. Your girl has been gone for a while. I've been MIA on social media. There is so much that I have to fill you guys in on. And so the first thing I want to say, as I always say, is thank you to every single person that continues to listen to Twisted Twenties. Thank you for every ear, every listen, every like, every share. I appreciate every single one of you guys for continuing to support me along on my journey. And so I am just so excited about today's episode. Today's episode is about the deep depression of 2021, 2020. And just about the things that I've been going through and the reason why I kind of took a break from everything. And so y'all know the deal. With that being said, we finna get into today's podcast. Once again, I just want to say I appreciate every single one of you guys for listening to Twisted Twenties. So with that being said, y'all, we finna go ahead and get into today's podcast episode. Whoo, y'all, welcome back. Okay. All right, y'all don't understand. I'm so excited to be on season 4 of Twisted Twenties. Like this is big. This is major to me. And I just appreciate everybody that has been listening to me. I decided to honestly take a break from everything that was going on in my life because of a lot of things that I was dealing with. And so the title of this episode, you can clearly understand that I am going into some of the things that I have dealt with in 2020 as well as the beginning of this year. And so first off, I just want to give like a little recap. When I left off doing Twisted Twenties, I would say I was somewhat okay. Also, I was running 2 online businesses and I was doing all types of stuff. But now, y'all, I'm not even doing none of that right now. Like, I really had to take a break because my mental state wasn't where it needed to be. And so depression is really real. And I think a lot of times we don't understand what depression looks like, but depression looks like regular happy people that smiling, laughing, cracking jokes, and it's always, hey, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm cool. I will be. Knowing damn well we ain't gonna be okay. We breaking down in our minds. Emotionally, we is unstable. Mentally, we feeling unstable. And so I really want you to really think about what depression really looks like. If you're dealing with depression, what does depression look like on you? I know for me, depression looked like happiness. I was okay, but all along I was really just breaking down. And I know with COVID and being quarantined, I know that really kind of took a toll on everybody. Being in the house, not being able to go to work, not being able to go to school as kids, and it just really did a lot on my mind personally. And if there is anybody else out there who has been dealing with depression and has been quarantined and dealing with their depression, that is 2 different things. Let me tell y'all something. When you are quarantined and you have nowhere to go, but you staring at the same 4 walls in your house every day, and you are depressed, whoo, baby, let me tell you, okay, your girl had a full-blown breakdown at the beginning of the year. After Christmas, we came home from Texas from visiting my boyfriend's family. And like, I don't know, like after the anniversary of my mom's death, After that, I was feeling overwhelmed with my online businesses. It was just a lot going on. And emotionally, I just couldn't take it. Mentally, my mind was at full capacity. And I just cracked. And it scared me so bad. Like, I have never felt so sick mentally before. And now I'm not talking about sick like suicidal thoughts or anything like that. I'm just saying my mind felt so sick and heavy and full, and it just was a lot. And so I had that night I started looking for therapy. So your girl is back in therapy. I'm um finally actually dealing with and embracing and acknowledging the things that I have really and truly been dealing with. And in therapy has allowed me to actually acknowledge and deal with the hard truths about who I am, about my life, dealing with grief. And I am, for the first time, I am ready to be 24 years old. And for the first time in my life, I'm actually learning what it means to actually stand up for myself, set boundaries. And I'm just overall learning about who I am. And even though I was depressed, I had a mental breakdown, it really turned out to be a beautiful thing. I'm not working on my businesses right now. I actually took a break. So currently, right now, y'all, I am doing hair. Your girl's a hairstylist now, boo boo. Beauty by T Louise. You can find her. You can find me on Instagram if y'all trying to get your hair done. You in the ATL. So I'm doing hair right now, and honestly, I will say doing hair is really quite therapeutic for me. It's giving me a sense of stability. It's giving me a sense of consistency, because this is something that I can't give up on. Because I'm getting clientele every day, if not every day, every other day. And so it's just something that's really allowing me to really grow as a person. And so I do feel like that even though I took a break from Major Comeback and Passion to Paper, I do feel like initially all of this that's going on is going to somehow lead me back to doing exactly what I wanted to do to begin with. And so the first step to doing that is to pick back up on Twisted Twenties. I can't leave y'all hanging no more. I got some good ideas and some good content coming this month for my podcast, and I'm going to try my best to be so consistent with it, like I have been on my past seasons, because I am doing hair now. So the days that I'm off, I have to remember, hey, record your podcast. Some days I just be wanting to rest, y'all. Like, I be so exhausted. But it's just so much that has really changed for me in my life. I'm growing a better connection with God. It may not be as strong as I want it to be, but it's something. And just to be able to actually talk to him and be grateful for the things that I have is a beautiful thing. And also, y'all, shout out to my boyfriend, y'all. Y'all don't understand. This man has allowed me to be myself. He has given me a space to be able to heal. He has given me a space to not be judged in. And for me, I really honestly I need that, because I think a lot of times we don't open up to people because we're afraid of being judged, or we're afraid of people going back and telling somebody, you know what I told them. And so that's another reason why I'm in therapy. Um and I'm honestly in therapy, one, because I know that I need to heal and understand my relationship with my mom. That was something for a long time that I didn't understand until now. And I was telling Babe this the other day, that for a long time I was looking for the love that my dad showed me, which really wasn't the love that I really deserved. And my mom, on the other hand, my mom, she had already set the tone and showed me how I was supposed to be loved. But because my dad didn't, I feel like a part of me kind of rejected my mom's love in a way. My mom was she was the type of person that loves you unconditionally, because I have done I have done so many things in my past. And so I've done so much in my past, and my mom, she never gave up on me. She never stopped loving me. And so she just showed me what unconditional love was. And so my boyfriend, he comes into my life, and a part of me still has a hard time accepting his love, but but I'm also growing and learning to accept the love that he shows me, because ultimately he shows me the love that I should show myself. And so it's just a beautiful thing. So through all of this, through this depression, this mental breakdown, this podcast episode is really more so just a check-in with you guys, just to let you guys know how I'm doing. And I want to know how you guys are doing. I know with COVID, people are have lost their jobs. I know it's tax season and people getting their money. Okay. So things may be kind of getting a little bit easier for people, but I want to check in with you guys too as well, and see how you guys are doing. And my emails are always open. You guys can email me at imtlouise@themajorcomeback.com, and I would love to hear from you guys. If you guys have any questions, anything you want to hear me talk about on my podcast, my emails are always open. You can DM me on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram at im.tlouise. You can follow the Twisted Twenties podcast as well. And for y'all who are in ATL and y'all need y'all hair did, follow your girl at beautyby.tlouise on Instagram as well. And so, y'all, I really don't even know what else to say. Besides the fact that I'm actually okay with where I am right now. I think for a long time I was trying to run when I hadn't even crawled yet. And so I think that that's why I was so overwhelmed, and my mind was at max capacity with everything else that I had going on, all the other things that I was suppressing. Because believe it or not, I have done 3 seasons of Twisted Twenties depressed. I have done 3 seasons of Twisted Twenties motivating and encouraging and trying to pour into other people's lives when I've been continuously suppressing and being depressed. And so that's really ultimately why I really had to kind of take a step back from everything. And so now that I'm kind of getting my mind back together, I'm in therapy, I'm getting my physical together, and because of all of that, I'm like, okay, now I feel like I can kind of, crawl back into stuff. So the first step to getting back into my things that I want to get into is doing this podcast. I love doing Twisted Twenties. I love recording my podcast. I actually want to bring it to YouTube and make it a live podcast, but I think I need about 2 more seasons behind the scenes before I bring it to YouTube, because I'm just not ready yet. And so yeah, I just want to let you guys know that even when you are depressed and even when you feel like life has got you down, there is always a reason why you're going through what you're going through. In my time of depression, my time was to actually sit still and be quiet and actually hear what God was telling me, and actually being able to heal from the things that I needed to. But because I was so busy throwing myself into work, throwing myself into suppressing my emotions, suppressing how I actually feel, my mind just couldn't take it anymore and was at max capacity. So I encourage each and every individual listening to this podcast episode. I encourage you to take some time for yourself, take some time for your mind, and just figure out who you are, and actually stop suppressing and allow yourself to actually feel how you feel. Because the moment that you stop allowing yourself to feel how you feel, you start suppressing how you feel. And when you start doing that, that's when depression comes, and that's when mental illnesses comes. And because I have had a breakdown, I don't wish that on my worst enemy. I don't wish nobody to have a sick mind, to feel like their mind is just sick. Okay? And I am not talking about no suicidal thoughts. I don't have suicidal thoughts. I was never suicidal. And if you are suicidal and you are listening to this podcast, you have a purpose, okay? Do not let this world, do not let these everyday problems, these temporary issues, stop you from fulfilling what God has for you. And I want you to know that Even if you feel alone, you are not alone. I've been through so much in my life, and I'm only 23 years old. I've been through a lot. A lot that a lot of people don't know, a lot of things that I do not share on this podcast, because hey, at the end of the day, I ain't gonna tell y'all all my business, but y'all gonna know a little bit, but y'all ain't gonna get full access. It's called boundaries. So I just say all that to say, y'all, we got this, okay? And we will not allow depression. We will not allow suppression. We will not allow addictions. And we will not allow people, our family, whoever it is, to stop us or prevent us from fulfilling the purpose that God has for us. Okay? We are in this together. And I just appreciate y'all for following me along on my Twisted 20s journey. This podcast was very short and sweet. Now, next week's episode, I'm coming for y'all next, okay? This podcast was just a check-in. Next week episode gonna be, I'm coming for y'all next. Foot on neck, no okay? So, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Peace, love, and blessings. T. Louise.